the implications of launching this marketplace in the United States of America are basically doubling the profit margins of every farm in the country, improving the economic value of mining, logging, fishing, and the near total collapse of the economy of Chicago and probably also New York.
Whoa. What? Is it because of the industries that are there, I'm guessing?
The primary driver of the economies in both of those locations is either directly or indirectly the marketplaces that reside there. And these marketplaces would change that fact. And so while they could be launched in those locations and would make the people launching them radically more money than the present markets make the present market operators, the total amount of money being made by the entire financial industry would collapse by at least 50 and more likely 90+% in the adoption of this particular technology.
Yeah, so I feel like even the appeal is buying these people some time to reconsider the implications alone, or like how to act, how do you even adjust?
The
Because by the
yeah,
time it would be granted, that's not even enough for the, how are they supposed to prepare? So they're probably freaking out for sure.
I'm not aware that they're even aware. Like I've been in the room with
Wow.
people from the CME group. I've talked to them about it. I've sent white papers to people that work for that organization. I've never heard anything back from anybody after getting that. It's been quite an interesting wall. I was at a meetup just last week, and there was a bunch of law students that were there from a friend of mine that's he's not my patent attorney, but he is a patent officer, uh, and he's one of dozens of professional patent attorneys I've told the story to with combined centuries of experience. No one I've ever spoken to with experience in the patent space has heard of anything remotely like what's happening to me happening to anybody else. So these guys, they're college students, and they were like, "So what's the response you've been getting from people in the industry?" And I was like, "Well, nobody in the industry wants to make large amounts of money or do anything that's ethical, and they're uninterested in those things in those terms. Like if you offer the potential to make $100 million or have $1 billion or $100 billion under control, they're listening to you.
Viably.
If you offer them the ability to make $10 billion or have trillions of dollars under control, they're backing away. They don't want anything to do with that. And similarly, the entire concept of fair deal does not register with these people.
You
They're
know,
only interested in edge and angle.
it's funny you're saying this because I also got a rejection for a patent pending app, and it's specifically to measure the number of mobile businesses that are in America. It's one of the main parts of it because it doesn't exist. We don't know how many mobile businesses there are. We have no idea. And then it's supposed to help speed up, registering. So obviously implications for that are just tax revenue mainly, but yeah, the idea that nothing can get approved. I've had the same exact situations, but it's interesting. I'm very curious because mine in the best case potential was like supposedly, I'm not going to say it would, but it could be like $1 billion of revenue added because do you know how many businesses there are in America? There's a lot.
I do not know how many businesses